Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Today's episode is about be wealthy now. It's all about the money. All about the money. Or is it? You know, as a high ticket sales coach, I get the question all the time. Show me the money. How do I make more money? How do I close more deals? How do I get more calls on my calendar? How do I overcome objections? And here's the thing. You can create and attract and allow in more money and get more yeses and get more commitments and take more credit cards over a phone call or a DM if you release the focus of the money. Yes, that is the truth. Your focus needs to be on fun. Your focus needs to be intentional on how you're showing up, for who you're showing up to be on those calls with, or to be in those DMs with, to be on that masterclass with. Because if you are focusing on the fun, you're going to allow in more money and more freedom. I don't know about you, but I don't know anybody who has never felt free when having fun. I get lost all the time when I'm hanging out, whether it's a girls' night or a vacation or playing with my kids. The more fun I'm having, the more freedom I'm feeling, right? So this episode focusing on being wealthy now. It is all about the money, but it's not all about the money. And it can be both, but you gotta release that focus on money, 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 money. So public announcement, I love money. I would not have been in sales for over 22 years professionally. I don't count my teenage years when I was selling and slinging, dishes and waitressing and mulch and shrubbery and all the things that I was selling, in my teenage years, even though that was a form of sales, right? When you're waiting tables, you upsell the dessert, the cocktails, an appetizer. Everything is sales. Everything is sales. I don't care what position you're in. If you're in customer service, you're still doing sales because you're representing that brand and that company, right? So yes, I love money and the energy of receiving money and giving money and paying people. But it's just that, the energy that I love and the possibility that money allows me to do more of with ease. Money is one of those easy things to pull in and release out. It's one of those energy exchanges that's just easy. It's one of the ways to be wealthy, but it's not the only thing that should define our wealth. So I was just coaching a client earlier today on the what if. What if I don't hit this $100,000 a month again? What if I don't hit this $40,000 day again? What if I don't have another multi-million-dollar year? What if? Yeah, you could focus on all the ways that it might not happen again. But you can also flip the script and decide that you get to decide, what if I had more fun? And what if having more fun meant I made more money? What if I had stronger connections with my loved ones and my friends, that it was a guarantee that I made more money? What if having more fun equaled more wealth, not just in money, but in happiness and adventure, in your health? Because wealth is an overflow. Wealth is a level of experience. It's an experience of something you truly desire. That's usually what we associate wealth with. And in most cases, it's money. But what if you had more fun? It guaranteed less stress. What if you had more fun? It guaranteed less dysfunction, less health challenges, because all of this is true. But many of us don't believe it because we don't focus on it. We're focusing on all the other things. 80% of the battle, 80% of the challenges are between our ears. 20% of everything, business life, personal life, 20% is strategy. 20%. This is why a lot of us settle to sign up for a job or a career path that we just come in, do the same thing over and over because it's easy and it's comfortable and it's consistent and it's safe. Our brain likes to keep us safe, but it's also very limited when we hang out there too much or far too long. It doesn't matter how brilliant you are. All brains are wired to keep us safe. That's the human experience, part of being a mammal, right? So it's all true that we can focus on the what ifs. What if I never hit $1 million? What if I never hit 40K? What if da 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 da? What if I fail? Yeah, what if? Or what if you fly? What if your desires happen like this? What if it's that and something better? What if it's not multi-million dollar? What if it's tens of millions of dollars? What if now $40,000 days is your new consistent, is your new norm? Those are the what ifs that we like to hang out. That's a different level of energy exchange. So it's fair enough to say, again, that our minds, our human minds, want to keep us safe, and they want to make sure the challenges that are presented to us are those that throw up the fear flag, the failure flag, the anxiety, the worry, the doubt flag? Or can we choose to be more curious, more playful around the what ifs and say, it's definitely this or something bigger. It's definitely going to be this or something better. This isn't just a one-time plateau of success. Because if you listen to one of my other episodes, I talked about you get to have it all. You don't have to choose between one thing or the other thing. If you're super clear on what you desire and you know in your heart, not just in your head, that you have a purpose, that you have a mission to fulfill, that you have values that you stand for. And it feels really freaking good when you get to do that. So what if, again, this is the new norm? This isn't just a shot in the dark luck. This isn't just because you're a lucky person. This is just because this is the new norm. This is how you're showing up. You get to have more fun. You get to have more freedom. You get to be wealthy, and you get to earn it in all the ways that you desire, And this is what leads me to this episode today, because wealth is defined differently. Wealth is designed differently by every single household. Even couples have different viewpoints on wealth. And those who don't share and get super clear on what it means to them, their values, and what's important to them in order to experience wealth in all the ways, that's when some conversations get a little wonky. When challenging times happen, or life changes are critical and decisions have to be made. But no doubt, when we talk about wealth, money is a part of the picture, right? So we're going to talk about that today. But what are the other ways? Because money is just one of the ways that allows us to live with ease, living out our dreams, living out our desires, taking those exotic vacations, buying the things that we desire to have in this lifetime or experience to have in this lifetime. Money is just one of the ways. And wealth is mostly looked at, like I said, in the form of currency, but it's constantly going to be coming and going. Like, I love to earn as much as I love to pay my bills. I know that sounds crazy. People always go around, it's tax time. I have to pay my quarterly taxes. I love to pay my taxes. You know what that's providing? My family, my kids. We live in an excellent, excellent area with good schools. They're getting their education. I don't have to pay 10 times the amount of what I would want to pay from my taxes to a private school for my kids, because that's paying for it. I get the peace of mind that I have a police department, a fire department, a this and a that and a this and a that, and roads that are going to be maintained and potholes that aren't going to tear up my car, right? Because I get to pay taxes. That's just one example, but it's that money exchange. It's that form of energy exchange. We get to choose where and how you invest your wealth, your overflow, whether it's financial, whether it's your health, whether it's a high vibe energy, whether it's your happiness, whether it's the food you're investing to consume that are fueling your cells, recharging your cells. It's all the ways. So we're talking about wealth today. We're going to break this down. We're going to go through each level, each area of wealth. And I use the word wealth to describe this so it's easy to remember, and you can go back and you can integrate and activate and do some work on your side and go deep with this. Go deep so that you can cause the shifts that you desire. Because you can listen to this episode today It'll be a nice little episode and you'll have some aha moments and you'll sound good and then you'll go on, but you're not going to change. You're not going to change unless you do the activation and integration work. And it doesn't have to feel like work. The word work even has a heavy feeling to it. But you get to do this. That's why I just call it the integration. I don't even like to call it homework. Just do the integration, do the activations, go deep and have fun and be curious. Turn on your favorite music and let's dive into wealth. Okay. So wealth, the W. What do you even want or desire? To be wealthy. Is it in love? Is it in connection? Is it financials? Is it adventure? Is it health? Is it happiness? Is it all of the above? Because like I said, you get to have it all, no exceptions. If you truly desire, like I do, I want an overflow in my health. I want an overflow in my bank account. I want an overflow in happiness and adventure with friends and family. I want an overflow of love and connection with my loved ones, with my clients, right? Because I want them to know that they're supported and I want to feel supported too. So if you're having any challenges with even accepting the fact that you get to have it all and remove some of those blocks that are standing in your way, that are in the way of you owning your power, go back and listen to that episode. It actually just released yesterday, so you can go listen to it now, right? So E, energy. What is the energy you're bringing? Because all we are cells and a soul. And like energy attracts more of the same. You've ever seen a consistently grumpy person that's mega successful? No, your energy, this is your spiritual energy, this is your beliefs, this is your thoughts, this is your mental, your emotional, your physical. It's all multidimensional because your energy is going to be exactly what defines you at the physical, mental, spiritual, emotional levels. But you get to choose. When my clients hire me for sales coaching, it's because they want to close more deals, they want to make more money. And I always ask them on the first call or even before they sign up, how much money will solve all your problems? Because in reality, there isn't any amount of money that will solve every single problem. The more money we make, the more we want. The more things we accumulate, the more we desire. It's just a more. And we got to release the guilt around that. Because if you really desire something more, you get to experience that. But do you have the courage and the confidence to know how, when, where, who can help you get there? Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Business, personal life, it's all the same. We can never get back that time. So we can look back and say, man, I wish I woulda, coulda, shoulda all day. Or we could what if all day. But when you can step into your confidence and step into your power and have the courage to get super clear on what you want and why you want it, and which ways of wealth you want to experience, and understand how energy is a big piece of this. The energy you bring to your calls, the energy you bring to your jobs, it's contagious. It's more contagious than the flu. Your energy, your attitude, your presence is wickedly contagious. So when we go back to what we're just now talking about the energy, it's energetics. It's who are you and how are you being before you do what you're desiring to do, or before you're getting ready to do that thing that's super scary and you've never done it before, but you know this is the next level for you. It's that next step to get you everything you want on the wealth side. In all the ways, not just the financial, but definitely in the financial. So that's the energetics, it's the expectation, it's the inner knowing that it is this and it's beyond the limited mind. It's the inner knowing that it is this, the inner knowing, this right now, beyond your limited mind. And that's what we mean by the energy. That's what we mean by energetics. Now, the A and wealth, right? The A. And one more thing about energetics. You can look at people that are very successful, that are very wealthy in all the ways you desire, or some of the ways you desire. And we're going to, again, go back to currency and how attractive some of their mannerisms are. Mannerisms are a piece of energetics, how they are showing up, their habits, the things that they're doing, the way that they stand, the way that they talk, the way that they move, the things that they do, what they stand for, what they like, their mannerisms, right? That's all part of energy. That's how they are being and who they're becoming every single day. And we're always evolving, right? So the evolving part goes back to the letter A, the awareness. What type of awareness do you even have in your day-to-day? Are you hustling, grinding, busy, scheduling everything back to back to back because you have to juggle so many roles? Do you even know what type of wealth you want? Are you like clear on the what and why? And what type of level of awareness are you bringing to your day-to-day that's consistent? Because I might say I want more adventure, and you may say, no, thank you, bring me the dollar bills, please, right? Neither one is right or wrong. There's no judgment. Or you desire wealth and happiness, but my adventure brings me happiness too. So I get both by doing one thing. So it's different for everyone, but you have to know and have an awareness to what you even define as being wealthy for you. Every culture puts a different emphasis on different pieces: spirituality, financials, luxury, jets, adventure, love, connection, leadership. So what is that piece that is for you? And are you aware of how you're even representing that or showing up to receive that? Because if you're not clear, you're going to miss it. If you're not clear and you don't even know what it is that you want, as far as the levels of wealth and all the areas that you can be wealthy, you could walk right by it and not even see that opportunity. Which leads me to L. So the L and the H in wealth, to me, they're the two lifelines to all wealth, and they allow all the other areas of wealth to manifest with ease. That is love. Love, love, love. Not just love and connection to others, but loving yourself first, taking care of yourself first, being happy with yourself first, without the bucket list being achieved, without that next level of desires fulfilled or checked off that list yet. And all the love and connection that you can have with others, because life is meant to be lived and experienced with others. And again, people hire me for high ticket sales coaching, overcoming objections. And it always comes up that when people don't love themselves, other people that are involved in the transaction can feel that, can sense that, can know that subconsciously, whether they're aware of it or not. And it's that love and connection to your truest self first to attract in your ideal clients. Because if not, you're going to attract in a person or a group of people or a company or a client that is going to be a direct reflection of what you don't want. And you're like, why do I keep getting these victims? Why do I keep getting people who don't do the work? Why do I keep blah, 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 blah? Well, have you checked in with yourself first? Are you clear and you're confident? Are you showing up in your most powerful state? Probably not. What's your energy like? It's okay to reschedule calls. If life happens and one of the biggest catastrophes happens, you block your day. People will reschedule, especially if they want to be in your world. But that love and connection is one of the major lifelines. It is one of the major lifelines, because without love, there's no happiness. Without love and connection, this life is to be lived and experienced with others. That's just the truth. You don't have a business unless you're selling something. So who are you going to sell to? Computers, robots? No, to other people, right? So you have to understand that L, the love. The T is trust, right? So we talked about the W. What do you even want? What does wealthy mean to you? What does wealthy in which categories, in which ways? E is the energetics and the energy. A is the awareness of how you are being, the awareness of your energy, the awareness of who you're attracting, of what you even desire. And is it even happening? And why is it not happening? Are you in your own way? Are you giving your power away? That awareness, that alignment, that feels really, really good. The L is the love, right? Self-love, love and connection with others. And the T is the trust. The T is the trust, because trust and time are yet another valuable asset. So where do you invest your time and energy to increase your wealth in all the ways, to gain more in the bank, whether it's your health bank, your financial bank, your love and connection bank, your happiness bank? Where are you investing your time? Who is getting your time? Consistently will trump talent every day. Your consistency and how you show up and the things that you do and how you be will trump years and years of experience, will trump college degrees, will trump the amount of money that you could possibly even fathom, will trump fear. If you show up consistently, fear will never be a thing for you anymore. It no longer stops you. That fear, you could just blank at it, like, whatever, I heard you thought. It's not true. But every single time you're consistent, every single time in your life where you're desiring more of, where you're consistent, you will show up and you will be able to receive it. If you're not consistent, there won't be anything to receive. It's as simple as that. And the other part of T is trust. And I just added this in today because trust is that inner knowing. Trust is that unshakable, unwavering faith, because you are confident and you are clear and you are a badass at the roles that you play out. The inner knowing, that is the inner knowing, not just in your head, that is and will be what gets you through anything, because your trust will be tested, your faith will be tested, because it's always this or something better, and the timing is always divine. And we focus so hard and we clench on, as I said, it's all about the money, but release the focus of the money. Because if you're focusing on 10K months or 40K months or $1 million years and you're missing it, it's because you were set for something bigger. Do you even believe that? Right? Which leads me to the H, which is happiness and health. Happiness and health and love are the lifeline foundations of all wealth. If you want to be wealthy in all the ways, or just financially, you have to have happiness and health. What's the point of life if it doesn't feel good? What's the point? What's the point of starting a business if it doesn't feel good? What's the point of creating another job for yourself if it doesn't feel good? Or doing the things that don't bring you joy? I don't jump on these lives because I have to. I jump on them because I'm excited to share. I'm excited to empower. I'm excited to ignite, to activate, to help others see what's possible for them. That's why I do what I do. Money will come and go. And the more fun you have, the more fun you show up in your beingness and living life as an all-time record-breaking history in the moment. Today, I'm going to have the best day I've ever had in my freaking life. And declare that and show up in that energy as a dad, a mom, a wife, a neighbor, a high ticket sales mentor, as a friend, as a daughter, as a volunteer. The more fun I have, everybody else gets to win too. And I see everywhere else thrive. My investments into that increases my wealth in all areas. My happiness, my love, my connections. Yes, my financials. My business grows with ease. I'm a better mom. I'm a better wife. There's less stress. There's less disease. There's less dysfunction in all the ways. So again, if you listen to last week's episode, you get to have it all. You get to design how you want this to be. You get to choose. But you have to do the integration. You have to do the activation, and you have to be aware of the energetics, of the love, of the time, of the trust, of the awareness. And I said you have to be aware. The awareness is always the foundational piece of this, because if you're not aware of what you even want, or you're not aware of how you're being when you're showing up, you're going to be on autopilot. And the things that got you to where you are right now aren't going to get you out of the situation you're right now. And most people want something more. So if you want something more, you have to do something different. If you're doing something consistently and you're getting the same result and you're happy there, great. Enjoy that phase or that cycle in your life. but what's next? How much more wealth in which areas of your life? How much more freedom? How much more confidence do you want? And it takes courage to go and ask those questions, especially when times are good, and even more so when times are scary. But you can, and you get to, you just have to decide. So again, today was all about money, and also not about the money, because when you release the focus of the money, that you have to earn this or close that deal or get this next client, you release the jugular hold that creates resistance on both sides, and you get to have more fun. So this is going to conclude our segment for the first season of episodes, and next season is going to be all about energy, high ticket sales, objections, and all the things in those categories, because I've had so many questions and I wanted the foundational pieces to be mapped out. So that's what these first 10 episodes did for business and in life, the foundational valuable pieces. And the next is going to be jumping straight into high ticket sales, and not just high ticket sales, because you might be like, I never want to sell thousands and thousands of dollars of things. Great. But if you think about sales, we're always selling. It doesn't matter if you're an employee, a business owner, a salesperson, as a professional, we're always selling ourselves. We're selling our friends on the restaurant we just went to or the movie we last saw. We're selling our family members on, hey, you should come along on this vacation with us. It'll be a lot of fun. And we've already booked this place. Just book your ticket and blah, blah, blah. We're always selling, and how we be and who we are in those phases of selling plays a big picture in our wealth, in our experiences, and what we desire, what we deserve, and how quickly we get to experience that. So stay tuned till the next episode. And until then, I send you so much love.